I believe it's because, like our parents did the best that they could.
Mm,
They were not taught that. They were just trying to figure it out too. They didn't necessarily have all the answers. But I also think that avoiding the conversation doesn't help either. Like teach us something, even if we
yeah.
grow up and figure out our own way and figure out, what's true for us. I think just opening up the door of, open up the lines of communication to at least have the conversation would be so much more valuable than like acting like these things don't exist. The only thing you're told is like, don't have sex, don't bring no baby
Yeah.
home. You're
Yeah.
too young for a boyfriend. But
True.
but
True.
then when you become of age and you're old enough for a boyfriend or relationship, and then you have one, there's still no conversations about what's going on in your relationship. There are so many like teenage girls right now
Mm,
that are in abusive relationships and their parents don't even know about
yeah.
it. They're not
Yeah.
even talking about it.
True.
They're not. So it's just, I think that is one of the biggest, like, that's a huge disservice that you can do to your kids is, avoiding these very important conversations, because at some point they're going to get into a relationship. That is like a guarantee. They're going to get into a relationship. They're going to have sex.
It's not popping up. I got a list of 10. All these guys are filling out 3 and 4s, and like I'm still missing 6. Should I lower my standards so I can get my list filled, or just ride it out till I'm 40, 50?
Okay. Great question. So number one, I would not say lower your standards. I would say you need to rise to your standards. Are you a peaceful person?
Mm,
Like if you want this God-fearing man, put yourself in his shoes and think about what he wants in a mate, and then just become that. So I don't think there's like a cookie cutter what you need to do to get a man. I really think it depends on the man that you seek. Like
mm,
put yourself in their shoes and think about the type of woman that they would actually be attracted to.
yeah.
If you do want a feminine man, to each his own, by
Mm,
all means. But most women, that's not what they're looking for. So it really comes down to like putting your personal feelings aside and really like using your brain, your logic, using your logic and thinking about what would this man want versus just what I have to give.